Hey, this is Connor Steele. I'm making a video game for my senior project at Cal Poly using pixel art, as you can see right here with these slimes. And I noticed some quality issues with my texture. So this is an After Effects where we have the slime still and it animates like this. And as you can notice, maybe if you're familiar with pixel art, the edges are really soft. It does not look very good. So one way to fix this is you can go right here and turn on Fast Draft, and immediately it looks way better. And basically what this is doing is it's making it so it doesn't use anti-aliasing. He preserves the hard edges. It doesn't try to smooth out edges. If you're familiar with computer graphics, you would know that on this, it's trying to smooth out the edges so you don't get this thing called aliasing. In video games, you might have seen it before, where maybe you're looking at like an edge of a surface and it's really, you can see like a stair step kind of effect. That's what this kind of filtering is trying to prevent. So all you can do is you can click Fast Draft and it'll preserve the hard edges. It won't anti-alias the image at all, and it'll have like this. Then another way to do this is if you just put off, you can go over here to the quality and sampling and you can just click that, and that will set it so it actually is a non-aliased image, and it won't try to filter it at all. Major shout out to Pixelate It. I don't own the software. I'm thinking about buying it, but they went over, I knew everything up to this point, but then they actually went over the render thing, which is super important. So basically, in After Effects, this looks all good, but when you actually export the sprite, it can look not so hot. Let me just import this image. Oh, these are only the fast draft versions. I'll import this image, and you'll get a pretty fast comparison here of the difference between the two. So this is the exported version from After Effects, and if we turn that off, boom, way cleaner. Actually, if you have the non-rendered version. So how do we get to this as our final product? Because this is what we want in our game. So go ahead and delete this slime and leave this. I'm going to delete this too. Make sure that this is set to be the draft mode quality. So it's the one that looks like stair steps. The smooth line is it's trying to anti-alias the edges and make them look smooth. I'm not sure what this one is. I think this is just a different anti-aliasing algorithm. Yeah, right here. And then if you click this, oh no, that doesn't have to do with anything. This one makes it anti-aliased, so we get this nice hard edges. Go composition, add this to the render queue, click on the best settings. Right here is where we want to do everything. Change this from best to current settings. Click OK. Save this as whatever format. I'm going to put these into a texture maker. So RGB, millions of colors, everything looks good here. We want to make sure that it's matted. RGB plus alpha, there we go. That's what we want. And I'm going to go ahead and delete this folder. Actually, I don't want any of these slimes, so I'm just going to call this slime FD and put a dash. Okay, whatever. Alright, and then it looks like it's already going to put an underscore there for me, so I'll just go like that. And then render all these out. And they all went to right here. Let me just duplicate this one more time. Sorry. I don't want them to save into their own folder. There we go. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that they were the same ones. Okay, so these are the new ones. I didn't want to show you guys the old ones that I had already exported earlier. It's called slime animation. So if we go ahead and grab this guy and drag it in here to After Effects, give it, there we go. You can see that even with the anti-alias method, this new sprite is very clean. And that is exactly what we want. We don't even need to change anything. And that's a big deal for me because what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to open the texture pack GUI. I'll use the free version. And I can just grab all these slimes Drag it in here. Oh man. One issue might be the fact that I cannot use the scaling mode as fast here, because right here you can see that the smooth mode, I'm gonna buy the software probably because it's pretty inexpensive, but I don't think these are being scaled at all. It's 100%, so it shouldn't really matter because it's actually not gonna scale. You can see the scale is 1, so no scaling is happening to this at all. But this looks fine to me. And then I'm just going to go ahead and go publish sprite sheet, and then I'm going to call this boom, done. Go over to the Unreal Engine side for our, sorry, I got a lot of Unreal Engine stuff going here. Okay, so we're in game now, and I'm going to open up the sprite here just so you can get an idea of how this looks in motion. So this is our current in-game sprite. It looks pretty good, to be honest, I think, but you can tell that the edges here are soft. So if we go ahead and go to our animations, I'm going to go and find where that sprite sheet got exported. This line right here. Drag that there. Double click on this. If you're working on Unreal on this point and you're following along, you can notice if you zoom in here, these look like trash. And the reason for that is because the algorithm that's used to filter them needs to be set. Set this to nearest, and it'll preserve those hard edges that you wanted oh so badly. And it looks like some stuff might have actually happened by not using fast from the other one. Some of this looks a little off to me, like right there and right there. Doesn't look super good, so I might have to upgrade, but you get the point. So that's good to go now. Back over here, right click on this, sprite actions, extract sprites. Unreal's pretty smart about it with the automatic one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let it rip. All those, I'm going to right click on it and say create. Oh, let me just look at this. Okay, that's a problem actually. Let me. Oh no. Delete all this. Oh, maybe they just weren't loaded yet. It's okay. Okay, so there's 44 in one row, and they're 52 by 52 each, I'm pretty sure. 52 by 52. Okay, so if Unreal lets you down and doesn't extract it perfectly, you can do it manually. Grid height, grid width, this is 52. This is 52. Boom, that's perfect. I just want to make sure I'm grabbing all the right ones. Extract all those. Boom. That looks good. Right click on this. Create flipbook. Boom. And then I'm going to get rid of all these. If you click on here, this is set to be playing back at 24 FPS. Set this to 24 FPS. Boom. Looking good. Looking like garbage. Oh wow, okay. I was like, why does it look so bad? There we go. That will fix some things. Okay, you can tell, despite that issue I was trying to show earlier, I'll show these side by side. Pretty night and day difference there for just the sharpness of the sprite itself. Like I said, these probably came from Texture Packer, almost definitely. If we look at the actual Yeah, those came from the texture packer. This is going to anti-alias the image when it tries to blow it up. But when we saw in After Effects that it wasn't doing that, so that came from texture packer. I wonder if there's a better way to do this with texture packer, because it shouldn't need to. I don't know if it's the smoothing. I really hope not. Pixel format. Don't know that. No. Oh shit, that updated everything. Well, sorry, this video has not been fantastic. Those are pretty good to me. Let's see if Unreal likes that.